Welcome to Daphlina. Luna looks worried about something. Luna, are you okay? Luna, are you dying? Luna, what's going on? Oh, I'm drinking coffee. It's 9 o'clock at 9:30 at night.
That reminds me.
Yeah, go get your drink. No falling asleep on stream, Neon. That's not allowed. Yes, so today we have Luna. Her mic's not as good as it would normally be. So disclaimer for anybody listening to this as a podcast. Love her for who she is and not how she sounds today. And also,
It's hard for me not to talk because Michelle talks so much. I'm sorry.
it's okay. You talk as much as you need to. They will understand that we are all poor people who work part-time jobs and struggle to make a living, and we don't have money to buy fancy microphones. Um, okay. I got my notes up here. We're going to do a big recap. But before that, we're going to give our little introduction. Hello and welcome to Daphlina, a small town that gave birth to the Three, our level 20 adventurers who stopped the evil devil Gorgle Blackston from summoning Tiamat to the mortal plane. In this world, children are all skibbity, liches get stitches, and bandits can become pacifists. Before we get into our recap, let's get some fun facts from our party. Who would like to go first?
Sure.
All right. Elio, along the way, NPCs... Wait, Elio. Bisan! You're not Elio today. Bisan, along the way, an NPC that was very important to your party did die. Can you tell me a little bit about that NPC?
Yeah, that was Miriam. She used to run the flower shop that was just on the edge of town. And she had one of those kind of gardens that it was attached to her house. Whatever bandits we were trying to get that week, I honestly don't even remember the name of the leader. And the thing that annoys me the most about this is how unnecessary it was. She literally got trampled because this guy wasn't paying enough attention to his horse. And he hit the horse, he hit its rump kind of thing. And I think he was trying to just do like, oh, this baby kind of thing. But he hit it so hard that it spooked and it ran, and it literally fucking ran her down. Completely unnecessary death. And yeah, she was the sweetest person, and she was always willing to help us. She was always willing to give us potions when we needed them. When we were, level 2 or 3 and had no gold to our name, she would give us healing potions once in a while for free. Absolute saint of a woman.
Miriam running a flower shop, trampled by a horse. All right.
I guess I'll go.
All right. Tell me more about Miriam. Something that we don't know yet. What is it? Miriam, the flower shop, giving potions to people trampled by horses? She was so important to you as a group. Just tell me more.
So she was somewhat older, and young Ruin kind of had a crush on her, like the like your call your teacher mom kind of crush, just like embarrassing, just like it's I love you and I don't know why. And when that person ran her down, I made it my life's mission for the next however long it took to hunt that person down and murder him.
Yes, we did. I forgot to mention that part.
Gratuitous.
Good. So she was an older lady. Young Ruin had a crush on her, and you made it your mission to kill the killer, and it sounds like the party helped. All right, Luna. Tell me a little bit more about Miriam. What? Miriam? What? So crazy.
Okay, let's be for real. I didn't really care all that much for Miriam, but I did, out of spite, get her hooked up with Linda, who is a competitor flower shop owner, but I really didn't like how, because they were competitors, they made the prices go up for flowers in general, and I love receiving flowers from people. And because they got so expensive, people would stop giving me flowers at my statue. So I hooked them up together with Threats and Violet. I just wanted them to collaborate, and they ended up joining together and making a really beautiful, wonderful flower shop and living together and having a wonderful life. And that was all an accident. But then she died. Oops. But at least the flowers are so good and cheap.
Well, now it's just Linda who's running the flower shop, guys.
Yeah.
There you go. Miriam was running a flower shop. You hooked her up with Linda. They ran a shop together very successfully, and then she got trampled by a horse. Very tragic. Thank you all for describing Miriam in such exquisite detail to me. Obviously, she was an orc, right? That was her.
She was. This is not even a half orc, just a straight up.
This is
Yeah.
straight up orc, right? Just a
Yeah.
big burly woman.
Yeah, muscle mommy with a penchant for flowers.
Yeah.
Wait,
muscle-
what was Linda?
Linda was obviously a minotaur.
And it wasn't Linda who, out of insurance fraud, decided to trample her wife. It was not her who did that. It was just a different horse.
Okay, a quick recap, but it's a bit longer than normal because I want to encapsulate a few extra things, so we're all caught up because it's been a while. The three have returned home to Daphlina. They quickly got sucked into a quest to rescue Jack Heartbreak and Buster Scruggs, and also helped the mayor out with a troll problem at Dragonrot. Last session, the group returned back to Daphlina and found some kids spray painting their statues. They fought and befriended said kids, and saw 11-year-old Robert, aka the blonde kid, run into the Totally Normal Manor. Crystal Lance was using the kids as a distraction in town to keep the three occupied while trying to summon the Lich Kevin. Along the way, you fought Chris, Christian, and Tristan, blue tattoo bandits. Chris died and then became Rune's specter. Tristan became a pacifist and went deeper into the manor to try and find Robert, and Christian went back to bed pretending like nothing happened. They dodged some traps, killed a bunch of animated armors, and at the end of it got ambushed by 3 blue tattoo gang members. When they walked in, saw a jail cell with a fat man with a burly, messy mustache who warned the group. And that is where we are now. You got a big, burly, fat man in a jail cell to your right. You've got 3 bandits to your left. Specifically, these bandits that you see. One is a goblin wearing goggles with pristine white teeth. One is a human girl with a really cool red mohawk. And the third is a water genasi man. And that's where we are now. Everybody roll some initiative. Some quick reminders. Michelle, you cast protection from evil and good on yourself. And Ruin, I think we started calling the spectator Tristan. I think we got them a little confused. But listening back, it was definitely Chris. Not that the name matters much, for he can't speak and he is a ghost.
I'm renaming my specter because he doesn't have a choice. It is now Regina. That is in
All right.
Regina Specter.
Amazing. All right, initiatives. Ruin, what'd you get?
20.
Ballin'.
22, sorry.
Oh, even better. We'll keep it where I know it's supposed to be on its own initiative. We'll just keep Regina going right after you. Michelle, what'd you get?
24.
And Bisan?
13.
Oh, Bisan was not on the jump here. So yeah, you got these 3 bandits stepping out from behind a bunch of barrels, looking very threatening. And the prisoner, a big fat man, has warned you guys that they were there as they step out. And yeah, these bandits look at you and they go, "Hey, get away from our prisoner! That's our prisoner over there! What are you doing?" Michelle, you get to go first as these guys step out and start brandishing weapons at you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm going to suggest one of them.
Of course you are.
Ah.
Do you want to do this on the goblin with goggles and pristine white teeth, the human girl with the cool red mohawk, or the male water genasi?
I want the human girl with the cool red mohawk.
Okay,
Right?
that's a nat 2.
It was supposed to be a 19. Sorry.
Yeah,
That is such a high DC.
I know.
what are you suggesting for her to do?
Girl, you totally need to go to the bar back in town and just grab a drink, relax, take it easy, and maybe even suggest like which hairdresser you go to, unless you do your own hair, in which case I'd love you to do mine too.
She says,
I want like highlights.
"Yeah, see, it's my mom who does my hair. Yeah, I could go to town, I guess. It'd probably be a good idea. All right, I'll see y'all later." And she just drops her sword on the ground and walks out.
Can you suggest she never speak again?
She's gone. Hear her, "Oh, what happened to all these armor over here on the ground? I'll walk past all these armors, god damn it."
I'll find her and just suggest she don't talk like that again next time. It's okay.
I call that voice extremely drunk Jack Sparrow.
Like you could just say Jack Sparrow.
He enunciates a little more when he's drunk. That was like full-on slurring of speech. So I'll delete the cool girl with the red mohawk out of my initiative.
Very nice of her to drop her sword and leave it for us.
Yeah,
It's a
Speaking of which-
scimitar, to be specific.
I would like to bonus action Shadow Blade.
Okay. Is there an
For some
attack?
reason.
Is it just summoning the blade?
Just summoning the blade.
Cool. You summon a dope ass shadow blade. Do you
I
want to
forgot that I
do?
could do this.
Do you want to do any movement or anything, Michelle? Or are you good just chilling there? Yeah.
Just chill there then.
Cool. Ruin, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I turn and pointedly look at the other two, the two bad guys, and like say, so you know who we are, presumably. Our reputation tends to precede us. This can go one of several ways. The first way is you guys just leave and we don't say a thing. The second way involves just so much suffering for you. I know. Again, our reputation probably has preceded us, and we are heroes. We do heroic things. What they don't write about in the tabloids is, the crimes we commit along the way. The end justifies the means, as they say. So I'm trying to make an intimidation check.
Yeah, roll that intimidation check.
I have a plus 11 to that.
Oh my god.
That's going to be a 15. Listen, I'm on the job here. My patron, the Dark Lady, requires a steady stream of sacrifices. Listen, it's part of the job. I don't necessarily want to do it, but it is. I have a quota to meet.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll wisdom checks for them, and this is I'm gonna say is more of like a bravery check because they have been tasked with guarding a prison by somebody who will presumably kill them, and you're telling them you're gonna kill them. So we're gonna see how brave they are. The goblin is actually brave enough. He got a 16. The other one. Yeah, that's a fail. That's a 9. So you see the water ganassi. He goes running out the door. Just shuffles past you guys and goes leaving. The goblin's standing there with his pristine white teeth holding his scimitar. And he goes, I'm dead either way, so I'm gonna fight to the death.
Okay, and then immediately it's like, okay, I respect the decision. And then my new friend Regina just literally just appears like the shadow of basically just upsetting energy, just kind of appears behind me. So I'm gonna do a spell attack plus 5. I'm just gonna roll that.
I did look it up, so it is a plus 9 total.
Okay, so that is a 22 to hit then?
Yeah, that would hit.
14 points of damage. Target must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution save, or its hit points maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
He had 11 HP. How do you want to kill him? You don't worry about the con roll. He's dead now.
Shadow just envelops him, and just like you can see his soul get sucked into the shadow, and he just like collapses, eyes burned out of his head.
Yep, he lands on the ground, teeth first, and his perfect, pristine teeth that he's super proud of shatter and explode on the ground.
Yeah, it's. I gave him every opportunity. I am no longer legally liable.
As we're still in initiative, can everybody roll perception checks real quick?
That's a 28.
Just a dirty 20.
I got a 6.
Everybody but Ruin, because Ruin is focusing on murdering the goblin. If you remember at the end of last session, there was a right and left door, and you guys went in the right door, which took you to the cell area, and the left door led to an armory. You guys never went in it, but when he was called Chris, he went in, peeked for you, came back out, and did some charades to tell you what it was. You hear that door open and close as the water ganassi ran past you. That is technically the bandit's turn at 18, who is going to do something. One is dead, and the other one continues to walk into town. I'm gonna go to the pub, I'm gonna have a drink. I'll feel a little dry right now, it's not a good day for me. Maybe I should dye my hair green, that'd probably be a good color. It starts heading into town more, you just hear their voice echoing through the chambers in the hall. Bisan.
I'm gonna look at these two and like, are you good if I go check that out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
do what you need to do.
I'm gonna go back into the hallway and head to where we just heard the armory door close.
You go and you open the armory door. You look into the room and you see some suits of armor lining the walls. You see a cape that looks like it's made of Vanta black hanging from one of the hooks.
That's fine. That matches my aesthetic. I need that.
And not made of Vanta, like the color Vanta black. And then you also do not see this water ganassi anywhere.
How many suits of armor are there?
There's like 2 or 3. It's not like full suits like what you were fighting. It's like pieces of armor that are like on the walls and stuff like that.
So none that could like grow legs and...
No, you're not. There's none in here that you would be fighting or anything like that. Yeah. So
Okay,
you came in here. What would you like to do? Do you want to like perception, or do you want to just go back and join the group?
I'm gonna perception. I want to
Okay.
take a look around and see if I can.
Sorry, it would be
Yeah.
more of an investigation, I guess. You can roll a
Oh.
perception or investigation you choose, but you might get different information.
Okay.
And then-
I chose investigation and
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. I'm going to roll his stealth against that. You see that in the corner there is like a handprint in the dust on one of the armors. Like let's say there's like a breastplate hanging on the wall, and you can see that there's like a handprint on that breastplate.
Okay. I think this is the point where I'm gonna go back to the party, and I'll bring them over there in a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and join you guys.
Okay. At that point, I'll say we're probably out of initiative then,
Okay.
because
So,
there's nobody left alive.
I know you. So Michelle, I know you heard that door too.
Yeah.
I just went and checked. So I think there's another way. I think there's some sort of secret tunnel situation or something, because the room that he just went into, he's gone. But there's definitely some stuff that indicates that he went somewhere that we can't see yet.
Okay. Like we can explode everything and like see what's
I would maybe
going
recommend
on.
we don't explode things
Okay,
just
no,
yet.
it was just a suggestion. I didn't mean to like say that.
Excuse me, hello my friends. I'm kind of locked up in here. I've forgotten the voice I did last session for this character because it was 2.5 months
Yeah.
ago, so this is the voice that he has now.
I think this is the same. Like you sound the same.
I think I do as well, probably.
Yeah. I also was
Okay.
not listening to how you sounded, so I wouldn't know. Sorry.
That's alright. I've been locked in here for quite some time. I sure would love to get free and also get my mana back.
Sorry, my brain just tried to ask two questions at once and neither came out.
That happens to me sometimes.
So do we recognize this person? We know who this is? I think we may have.
Obviously, totally normal.
I specifically said last session his name would not be Totally Normal because I've used the name Norman Normal too many times.
Right.
Yeah, Norman, totally normal. Certainly. Hyphenated, totally normal. Like his mother was totally, his father was normal.
Everybody roll me history checks with advantage.
Okay.
That's a 22.
I got a 26.
24.
You guys all recognize who he is off the hop. This is Abraham Normal, but he likes to go by Ab.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Does he have, like, is he fit? Like, does he have abs?
No, no, he's
face
very-
be just shredded.
He's very fat, actually. He's super chunky.
Okay, so it's ab is a bit of a misnomer. We've got paunch normal.
Oh my god.
In my youth, I used to be quite ripped. But this is the body of a real man, one who's dedicated his life to lifting heavy things. I'm quite the lifter.
Do you know where they were keeping the keys?
I believe it was on that water guy.
Okay. Can I examine the lock of the cage?
Yeah, it's just like a simple
Oh, okay.
metal lock. If you guys use your detect magic, nothing would go off there.
Okay.
Who has the highest strength of all of us?
But
Guys, you should know that's not necessary.
I don't think so.
Michelle, you definitely
Oh,
have the
I do, I
highest
do,
strength.
I
You got
do.
the belt of storm giant strength.
Oh yeah. I forgot I'm ripped.
I see
I
you
forgot.
lift quite a lot as well.
So I just walk up, place a hand on him, like, stand back. Not you, obviously. And I cast Thunderstep, hopefully giving them enough time to get out of the 10-foot area that I'm just about to explode real quick. And I teleport us to the hallway. And literally, I just do a quick hop outside, and there's a thunderous boom as I don't know if that's going to knock the doors off the hinges. Either way, we have solved the jail problem.
Is that maybe gonna kill him though?
No, I can teleport. I'm teleporting him out. It doesn't hurt him.
This is Ruin's at-will casting of Thunder Step. So it's like Misty Step, but you can take somebody with you, and there's an explosion where you left.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
I'm
not exploding him. I'm just getting out of it, getting him out.
All right, so Ruin, you stick your arm
More
into the
seven.
jail cell. An extremely loud explosive sound. You're in the hallway with Ab now. Across the village, a bunch of children have all gathered together, and they hear an extremely loud crashing sound, and they all look at each other, and they go, "It's gonna happen soon." Back inside the jail cell, the bars have gotten destroyed off of the ground. The door has blown open. The lock has completely gotten destroyed. Barrels of just stuff have exploded everywhere. You're in the hallway. You're in the hallway with Ab now. It was
Yep.
quite an impressive move, really. I thank you for saving me.
I think nothing of it. So, full disclosure, I'm like barely paying attention to what's going on here. I've got my own sort of things going on. Like, what is happening? Like, why are you in a jail cell in your own home? Second question: why do you have a jail cell in your home?
Yeah, it's quite a fair question.
I mean, I'm
really.
not trying to kink shame or anything. Listen, I'm the last one to cast shade in that fashion, but it does seem a bit weird.
No, so you see, I bought this property quite cheap. When I moved in, it was in fact haunted. I had some adventurers; they took care of that problem for me. It was in my youth, and then I built my manor and expanded it on top. And I was gonna do basement renovations, but as you know, nobody really does basement renovations. They just kind of leave it the way it is for a really long time until they eventually sell, and they just say unfurnished basement. Think in the past, maybe this used to be some sort of jail or something. I'm not quite sure. That is the situation for my house. The reason why I've been locked up for the last couple months in here is because, as it's been quite a while, a acolyte named Crystal Lance came in here with some thugs and said that this was his new base of operations. They beat me up and threw me in my own jail cell.
I promise you we will beat him up in return.
I would really appreciate it. He did mess up my mustache, which is he should be put to an execution if it was my opinion.
I can guarantee you that is what is going to happen. Just as an aside, is anybody else picturing international sex symbol Wilford Brimley as this man?
I'm looking up Wilford Brimley. Yep, that's what Ab looks like. I'm fine with that. He's got yep, that's him. And he says, I spent some of my youth in the Nine Hells fighting in an insane war there. I've come back, and this is where I retired. I thought I was getting away from all the hubbub, but here I am. If you guys are going to take care of Crystal Lance, or Lance Crystal, or whatever this fucking dickhead's name is, I'm just gonna go wait outside.
Absolutely. Get clear of this place. We'll handle it.
Yeah.
Quick question: do you have insurance?
What's that?
Never mind. Okay, not relevant then.
Alright. Also, just a side note, there is a secret passage in the armory. If you push the breastplate, there's like a door that opens. It looked like you were looking for that guy that went through there. That's probably where he went.
I start nodding and I'm like, that's exactly what I saw. Okay, thank you for clarifying or confirming.
Is there anything else that we need to know about the sub-basement? Any defense mechanisms that you might have or might have noticed them putting in?
Offhand, there is one that you probably passed by on the way in here. You probably just jumped over it or something because I didn't hear it trigger. But besides that, off the top of my old head, I don't quite remember. Like I said, I don't go down here very often.
I can see why. It's pretty drafty down here.
There's a giant crack. I've been meaning to get it filled in, but it's quite a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Where's that giant crack?
I think that
Make it look intentional.
Oh, so I just
like
put like
rustic.
wallpaper? Just put wallpaper in it?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, just some spackle and wallpaper.
No, but I didn't say that.
Should I just paint it
said
like
bedazzled.
pure white?
I didn't
A
say
pure
that
white
either.
color?
I think you're intentionally misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Eggshell, spackle.
Yeah, if you want to make it look bad.
I'll give one of the walls as an accent wall. You're right. That's a good idea.
This is a very strange crack that it has enough space to have an accent wall.
Probably about 50 feet long and about 20 feet deep. It's
really
massive.
more of
wow.
a crevice than a crack.
Yeah.
So, as I was asking before, where exactly is it in your house?
Somewhere over there. Points with a finger in the general direction of the west.
Okay.
That's
I
the
wish
direction that
you
we
had
need
like
to
a
go.
map or
Yeah.
like something helpful.
Yeah, that would be really handy, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Anything helpful whatsoever, because we're doing you a really big favor.
I look at Michelle. I'm like, I'm sorry. How many people do you know who have maps of their own houses?
I do. If you have
When
a nice
did you get
house.
a map made of our house?
Oh, you own a house.
Wait,
Yeah.
We've been doing this
Michelle and
adventuring
Bisan
thing
are
a
like-
long time. We're basically peers of the realm. We've got multiple assets as far as investment real estate goes.
My favorite is our beach house. It's cute.
I
Yeah,
do love the
so
beach
many
house.
parties. Just
Really good.
Yeah, and a lot that you guys aren't invited to too. But we don't talk about that. Sorry.
You know, we still find out though. It's still our house too.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, my throat is starting to hurt from talking for the first time in a few months. Also, the dungeon master doesn't like doing this voice very much, so I'm gonna go wait outside.
Right before he
Bye,
leaves,
old person.
I'm
Boy.
just gonna give him the names of the kids that we had been talking to yesterday, and because I'm assuming they're still standing outside. I'm gonna give him those names and tell him to go find those kids. They'll be able to.
All right. You note down the names, and he goes outside. And yeah, you guys now know where the secret passage is through the armory.
I'll show you guys where it is. Bring them into the armory.
Yeah.
So I guess we go into the armor.
Yeah. As you go into the armory, Ruin, your eyes get instantly drawn to the Vanta Black cloak hanging on the wall.
God, it's like this thing was made for me. I'm taking this. Does anybody? I'm not even gonna ask. This is mine.
Oh my god, that goes so beautifully with your complexion.
Yeah, I
It
know.
looks gorgeous on you.
And I never compliment you, so you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
that it's like...
So this acts like Doctor Strange's cape. You just like throw it around your back and it like swooshes as you put it on. It's made of a pure Vanta Black material, so it's just like staring into the abyss when you look at this cape for too long. This cape is an armor of gleaming, which I believe we set as a chain shirt. It's not going to affect your armor class at all. You'll have the same armor class when you wear it, but for fun, I will say it also acts like a cape of billowing, so at any point you can just make it billow for dramatic effect.
I would. Can we flavor it?
Incredible.
It's basically just a like a long black duster. It's like a trench coat, and I put it on just like in one motion. It's like, oh yeah. It's like this was tailored for me.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
I go over and kind of fix his collar.
You pop it up. Amazing.
And I brood.
I just roll my eyes. All right, fine. It looks good either way. Whatever.
Yeah, you guys go over and you take a closer look at the breastplate, and inside it you do see that there's a little button that can be pushed.
I push the button.
You see there's like a sliding sound, and the wall like shifts away a little bit, and there's just enough room for a medium-sized creature to squeeze through.
All right. I look
Before
at
we
the two.
do anything, could I just cast True Seeing on myself?
Sure. That gives you true sight, I guess. Up to what range?
120 feet.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
And also, I can see into the ethereal plane.
Regina's just there waving at you.
Oh my god!
You can see into the ethereal plane. Yeah, you see Regina's true form, the elf Christian.
Oh, goodness gracious, there's like a small man here. Do we all know about this?
You take a look around and you see myriads of ghosts just fluttering around the ethereal plane, kind of ignoring you and going about their business, not really doing anything creepy or anything like that. Sorry, does it allow you to see through walls and such like?
But I can see like secret walls and stuff like that.
I'll keep it in the back of my head while you guys are doing this. You go into the next room through this little secret passage, and you see that this is kind of like a storage room. There's a bunch of barrels, and there's a big draft coming from your left. You see an open archway, and beyond it, you see the crack that was being mentioned to by Ab. You see across the crack there is a bridge. It's like a plank of wood that's been thrown down to cover the distance of the crack, which is about 10 feet across. And then maybe about 20 or 30 feet past that, you see another similar bridge. There are two stone columns that are supporting here as well. With your true seeing, in the crack, you see a creature roaming around down there. And it looks just like a tall, dark, sort of elven man.
Guys, there's a creature roaming around that looks like a tall, dark elven man.
How far down is it?
And I know this because I have so much experience with that specific type.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
no wonder
20.
you didn't want to get in on our relationship with Jack.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
20 feet
sorry.
deep.
I have very, very specific taste.
Toxic.
We don't know that yet. Probably, but we don't know that yet.
I think we do know that.
It's a 20-foot deep crevice.
Gotcha, okay.
You do also remember being told that Kevin is somewhere on this side of the house, and when they pointed at the northwest of the house. Currently, you guys are about north center.
Okay. Do we want to head to the west then?
We're just gonna skip these bridges, right? That looks rickety. Teleport. Just hop over this.
Yeah.
Down.
What are you
yeah,
seeing with your strange? You're a rabbit, right?
Okay, that's a little bit realizing, and like I've told you time and time again that I don't like being called that.
Okay, what do you see with your strange bunny eyes?
I'll tell you if I want to tell you. And I don't when you talk to me that way.
What, the way you talk to everybody?
Yeah, I deserve to talk to people this way. I'm Michelle. Michelle.
Who is seeing So much with true see right now.
Yes, and I am seeing.
So you guys are still like standing in the archway of this ruin, arguing about Michelle and her personality.
Such as it is.
You can see a dude roaming around deep within the crack who looks like an elven man because he's shrouded in darkness and stuff like that. And you can see his humanoid shape, but I'm not going to say if you can tell whether he is an actual elf or something akin to it.
Do we see that, or is it just her that sees that?
Probably, yeah, with the distance you guys are looking, and then also the fact that the crack is pure darkness.
I've got absolute pure dark vision. I can see everything in darkness. It does not affect me whatsoever.
Okay, so you can see a shape moving around down there then. So you can see pretty much akin to what Michelle is seeing.
Okay, but
does it
I know
see
that
us?
he's a tall, dark, handsome elf.
Handsome?
Yes. You project.
Do we want him to be handsome?
I'm the one with true sight right.
Live your truth.
Yeah, so do you guys want to thunderstep to the other side of the bridge?
Yeah, I'm going to. Does anybody want to come with me? It's going to be loud over here.
With
Yeah.
walls and stuff, you can't see what's to the west of this bridge, but the second you teleport over there, you'll be able to see what's up. Okay? You guys, you can only take one person with you with thunderstep, right?
That's right.
Who's staying
Yeah.
behind?
I'll just fly, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you have wings. I just like grab Michelle real quick and it's like, I'm tired of this conversation. Boom! And we're just like on the other side of the thing.
The kids across
Yeah,
town
whatever.
hear another loud explosion.
Bisan is like, warning next time, ruin. Jesus. Or whatever the equivalent is. Also, so to get across the bridge, so it's this like rickety plank kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I would like to, I'm going to be specific about this. So my goal is to basically go across the bridge as if I was walking on it, but just have my feet picked up. As I'm hoping that that'll mean that whatever is down there, may not be able to see me instead of just like flying, you know?
Yeah, you do that, but then there's an extremely large thunderous sound that definitely alerted him anyway.
Impression that he knew we were there. We were not being quiet. So
Oh, he totally could sense my vibes. I was putting them out there.
yes, everybody notices the moment you walk into a room.
Thank you.
As you appear from your thunderstep, Bisan, you are directly over the bridge, looking like you're walking, but actually flying. Can everybody roll initiative?
Fucking hell.
16.
Sorry, give me just
25.
one second.
Wow. I got an 18.
This very handsome dude got an 11. You hear a skittering sound, and Michelle and Ruin, you see that he is starting to skitter up the side of the wall and is heading straight towards you. He's like climbing the crack. You are able to see that he has very attractive forearm muscles. Bisan, you get to go first. You are currently over the bridge. You can probably hear the skittering sound as he's starting to climb up. We'll say that he is 20 feet below you. Ahead of you, you can see that there are two hallways. One is very close to you, where your position is now, to the northwest of you. The other one is really far to the southwest of you.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to take my movements and get off the bridge first. I don't think it's a good idea for me to be out in the open. So I'm going to scamper across the bridge.
Yeah, your foot lightly brushes the bridge and it collapses.
Good thing I didn't try to stand on it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go searing sunburst on this guy.
Okay, you look down and you see his incredibly toned forearms, and you see that he's doing the blue steel face at you. Just with, he's got extremely angular cheekbones, and he's got like a similar mottled gray skin like Ruin has, and he's got a bit of an emo flip going on, but a little bit shorter. So it's just going down on one side. So he does look like a model.
Okay.
And he's
Well,
just
that's not gonna change
Dibs.
No.
if he survives.
Hey.
Yeah. So
okay. Searing sunburst.
searing sunburst. So how close is he at this point to Ruin and Michelle?
They thunderstepped directly across the bridge, and you just stepped off the bridge, so all of you are within 5 feet of each other.
But what about him? Like, how far away are we from him?
He's about 20 feet below you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's just starting to climb up the wall.
Yeah, just give him the instant tan. We'll be fine.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you have make me a con save.
Wow. I got a 7.
So I'm gonna chuck a basically a sphere of sunlight and just fucking whale it at him.
Don't forget, dark elves sunlight sensitivity. That's gonna fuck him
Oh,
up
yeah.
real bad.
Cool. Okay.
It would if
Yeah,
he was
so
a dark
he
elf.
just-
All right, your bolt of sunlight goes flying at him, the shadows cascading off of all of his extremely sharp, angular, handsome features. It hits him, and how much damage does he take?
He takes 4 radiant.
4 radiant, that's it?
Yeah. It's 2d6, but I got a 2 for both.
You see this hits him in the face really hard, and you see his gray skin brightens up a little bit, and he gets kind of like rosy cheeks, and he gets a bit of a tan look going on, and it just made him look even more handsome.
Oh, incredible.
It smashes into his face and just whooshes past him, and like the light glows from behind. It's so sexy. Michelle, your turn.
Okay. I am going to talk to him.
Give him more of a tan, ruin his goth aesthetic.
One of his arms lifts up and you see perfectly manicured nails. What do you say to him?
Wait, have we met some before?
He starts speaking in Sylvan to you, but when he speaks it sounds like extremely suave French.
Wow.
Oh, pamplemousse.
So I'm gonna bring up Google Translate here for a second. And I'm gonna type something. It's gonna be perfect.
Some people probably need that.
This is gonna be horrible pronunciation. I'm sorry if I offend everyone, but that's the funny part of this. And he says to you, "Eh belles femmes, comment allez-vous?"
Comprehend language. Like, I know you from surely the same circles, I feel.
He's still mogging at you. "Hello, beautiful woman. It's very nice." I don't know why it's Spanish now. No, it's gonna be Spanish. That's easier for
It's
me.
the same thing.
It's the same. When you comprehend, it just sounds Spanish. "Hello, beautiful lady." No, Lumiere. There's my inspiration. "Hello, beautiful lady. I have not seen anybody with your beauty around here. I was climbing up to take a closer look."
Hi. Like, go hang out. Like, I don't really know what we're doing here. I think I just came here to meet you.
That's a mood.
"I was hired by a man to guard this crack from intruders, but why would I stop someone as beautiful as you?"
Well, I know another crack you can guard.
Ho ho!
Yeah, but like
Out of
that
one
isn't so
out of one
gross.
crevice into another.
Unlike this one here.
I see. That sounds like that would be a very good time. Would you like to see my home?
Not necessarily, but my house is really nice.
I
Yeah.
see. Yes, I would love to take you up on that offer. Should we go right now?
I would be so guys, I'm gonna be out of here. I'm not really sure what we're doing. Actually, I wasn't paying attention.
Are you just gonna take this guy and go to your house with him?
Sure. Like, what was your name?
Michelle, are we sure that this is the best place? I mean, take your opportunities where you can get them. Are we sure this is the best place to be picking up?
Well, it's so rare to find like a handsome, tall, dark elfin man. They're all so blonde for some reason, which I'm not into.
As he gets closer, you see that he is not an elf. He is actually a darkling. As a fey creature, you would recognize him from the Feywilds.
Oh.
And so we'll say we're out of initiative now because he's not threatening to you at all. He climbs to the top of the crack and stands up. He is very tall compared to you.
Oh my god.
But then he like kneels down and takes your hand and kisses the back of your hand. And he says, "I cannot stand to be taller than such a beautiful woman."
I can stand it.
Then kneel.
Okay. I can work with this.
"I know that I must respect a beautiful woman when I see one."
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing in the crack?
"I was hired by a man named Lance Cristal. He wanted me to protect if people tried to come over the crack and interrupt his ritual to summon something. I was not paying attention to that part.
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh my gosh, you would get along
You took the words
so
right
well.
out of my mouth.
You also don't listen and look in mirrors?
I do. I have 4 mirrors in my bag right now.
Wow, my favorite pastime is standing and looking at myself in the mirror.
Yeah. I would too if I were you, and also me, which I am, and I do.
He like looks deeply in your eyes, and you look deeply in his eyes, and as you're looking in each other's eyes, you each see your own reflection, and then just stare at each other intensely for a little while. But really, you're just staring at yourselves.
I think we lost Michelle. I think.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I look at Neon and I'm like, I mean, it kind of seems like she found her dream guy.
Yeah, it's again. I just hope he's toxic enough for it. We know for a fact that is her type.
Very true.
Hey, I mean, yeah, but like, hey.
I don't know about you, but this feels like fate. Should I maybe help you with getting out of here first, or do you just want to leave and leave this all behind?
Okay, so here's the sitch, right? So I'm like an amazing hero of the land. It's just what people call me. I don't ask.
We all are.
Like
Yes.
for me, I have like a something to uphold or something. I have a golden statue in many cities.
That's where
What
I have
is- I-
seen your
I have a
beauty
question.
before. Yeah.
I have a question from Rochelle. Do you think like you're like the lead singer of the band, like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and just it's Michelle and the others?
Of course she does.
I would never say that to you to your face. Yes, behind your back, I do say that.
He says, "Ah, yes, I have beheld your beauty as a statue before, but I must say, the true you is much more of a goddess."
My goodness, I know, right? Like they could never get me down.
Apparently he can though.
He says, "My queen, you must do what you must do, but I shall wait. I shall wait forever for you. I shall wait here and guard the crack in your honor."
Here's like a guest entrance key to my hut that's beside my mansion. You can just stay there for now.
Yes, I have heard of this before. A live-in suitor. Got it.
See you later, cutie. I don't know your name yet.
My name is Pierre.
Oh, well, we can think about it.
I will be whatever you want me to be, my
that
goddess.
sounds-
Why Pierre when Elio came up with the perfect name, Pamplemousse Lacroix?
Would you like me to be named Pamplemousse Lacroix? I don't like it either. I'm not a fan. He jumps back into the crack, and there's a way from the crack to get out to the forest, and he just starts heading to the next city where Michelle's hut is next to her mansion, and he's gonna go live there and wait for you to come and see him, and he's gonna ponder new names for you to choose from.
Hope I don't forget about this man, which I have done several times before, and I hope there's not another person in my hut at the moment.
How many men do you have?
We cut over to the
I
hut.
have a lot of spare guest keys.
Can you
And I only have 2 left.
Can you roll me a d20 just real quick, just a straight d20?
Oh my god, I got a nat 1.
There's only one other guy in that hut right now.
Do you think that they'll get along personality-wise? Like they'll be besties or something?
I feel like the second you walk into that hut, like there's just a bunch of models. They're sitting around drinking orange mocha latte frappuccinos. And they're all gonna be biffles.
There's some weird furry nonsense going on here.
You guys take a look around. There's not much else in this room outside of the crack that runs through the bottom of the through the middle of the room. And there's 2 ways that you could go. The way that you are, which would be going to the upper northwest, or you could go to the south of the room and go to the southwest down another corridor there.
Northwest?
Yep.
So you go down this hallway, down some stairs, and you see that at the bottom of the stairs, there's a door to the right and a door to the left. The door to the right is the one to the north. The door to the left is the one to the south.
So the north door, then, I think. Can we just do a quick cursory check for traps for once in our careers?
Yeah, if you want to.
We'll
Roll me investigation checks or perception checks or something.
Okay.
19.
11.
I got a 17.
Were you guys rolling perception or investigation when you rolled that?
I rolled investigation.
I did investigation.
You roll a 19 on investigation. You take a look around. You do not see any traps with that. Michelle, with your true seeing still on, you also don't see any traps going on. Bisan, you're probably just a little bit baffled by how Michelle was so easily able to land such an extremely handsome man, so you're not focused on that stuff. As you guys look around, you see that the door to the north has Crystal Lance's sigil on it. It's spray painted on there in gold, where it's got the circle with a triangular lance shape going through the circle. Do you guys want to listen to these doors to see if you hear anything beyond them, or are we going in guns blazing? What's the plan?
I'd like to listen at the door.
Sure. Which door do you want to listen at? Do you want to listen at the one that has Crystal Lance's sigil or the other one?
The sigil.
Okay. You take a listen through the one with the sigil, and you are able to hear a man chanting. You hear some weird bubbling sounds. It sounds a bit muffled, like it's coming from pretty deep in the room. He's ripping a bong.
That better be what they're doing in there. I hope so.
I mean, the lich they're trying to summon is named Kevin. If anybody's going to be ripping a bong, it's going to be Kevin.
It's in the name.
That's so fucking funny. Yep, sure. And you also smell marijuana coming from under the door.
Yes,
It's
okay.
canon now.
Cool. Does somebody else want to go check the other door?
Pop it open just a crack and see what I can see.
Before that, could I cast non-detection on?
Sure.
I mean, it's
What specifically does non-detection? It just hides them from divination magic?
Yeah, from divination magic. can't be targeted or perceived through like any magical sensors.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check as you open the door.
Stealth, not super at it. That's a 12.
12. I'm rolling over here. Okay. You creak the door open. It doesn't make a sound as you open it. There's like a tiny creak, but the person inside is very enthralled with what they're doing. And you see that they're staring deeply into a crystal ball. You see a large bugbear, and he's sitting cross-legged. He's wearing a big purple robe, and he's staring into this crystal ball. And the crystal ball, as you like look over his shoulder, you see that it is showing essentially the door that you're coming through. The door creaks open a little bit, and he, on the crystal ball, you don't see you because you can't be seen by divination magic. So he's just standing there staring at a crystal ball that he thinks is fine.
It's very good use of that spell.
He's like just standing there staring at this crystal ball, looking over his own shoulder, and there's nothing there.
Well, I'm glad that worked out.
Do I get a sense of what he's like doing? Obviously, he's looking into the crystal ball. That's a very specific thing for him to be doing. Why is he looking at a crystal? He could just be looking at the door.
Yep, you see that after about 30 seconds passes, the crystal ball's image shifts and it changes to a different room. You see 4 blue tattoo members are sitting around playing cards. You wait another couple seconds and it shifts and it shows the suit of armor room with the suit of armors in ruins. You wait a couple seconds and it shifts and you see Christian sleeping on a bed, and then it shifts back.
That's the dude who just like went back to sleep.
He just went back to sleep, and it shifts and it's back to looking over his shoulder.
So this is the security guard functionally, just like watching the monitors. So we could probably, I'm just gonna like gently close this door back. There's just a dude in there monitoring everything. Maybe we should bar this door so he can't come out and alert people, or I don't really know what's going on. Or we can just destroy him, but it doesn't feel great.
I just can lock this door.
Yeah, I mean,
which would probably be fine. Like, I don't care if he lives or dies. Be a lack of food or water.
Cool.
Let's just lock him in there.
You cast Arcane Lock on the door. There's a loud locking noise as you cast it, and you hear him go, "What was that?" And he gets up and he starts jiggling the door, and he's like, "Somebody locked me in here. What's going on? Oh, no! Lance! Lance! Lance!" He starts yelling really loudly across the hall for Lance. I'm going to roll a perception check here. I'm going to roll it at disadvantage because it's technically going through a couple doors. Lance does not hear him yelling. And he's just sitting here. You see the door shaking a whole bunch. Lance!
Can I use prestidigitation?
Sorry, can you say that one more time for me?
That was my one and only attempt, actually. But I do want to soil his pants for him as to make him embarrassed.
I'm just gonna shit in his pants.
Yeah. Going through my cantrips, and I saw that I can instantaneously clean or soil an object no more than 1 cubic foot. And I was like, what else am I supposed to do?
You just see him or hear him pause. With your true seeing, you like looked under the crack in the door and were able to see him easily, so you could do the spell. You like hear him pause, and then he goes, "Did I just shit myself? That I'm an adult bugbear. I wear pants. I have blended into society. I'm a pants-wearing bugbear. I don't shit in the woods. I shit in a bucket like a normal human does in a fantasy world. There's no way that I shit my pants. You see him like getting so confused.
Yell through the crack of the door to him.
Yeah, what do you say?
Ew, it smells like doo-doo and poo in there.
Hey, help! Help! I'm locked. Are you? No, I didn't poo my pants. I wouldn't do that. I don't.
Ew, it smells
No. Actually,
Is there shit in your pants currently?
Actually, this door is locked for a reason, guys. So I would appreciate if you don't come in here.
Yeah, nobody wants to come into your doo-doo poo-poo room.
No, I didn't poop. Actually, that's not what happened. I'm a civilized bugbear. I didn't poop. What you're smelling must be something else. It's probably your friend's breath or something.
I don't hang out with people who have bad breath, or else I would have dropped them ages ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Ruin and go, do you remember that one time that I got like that rotten tooth because of that curse, and she made me eat like spearmint leaves every single day?
I mean that was like the most tame thing she's ever made either of us eat based on our aesthetics.
You hear
I did
a
learn remove curse for you though, so
you hear a bit of a pause, and then he goes, separate subject. Do you guys happen to have any spare pants, man's extra large?
yes I do, as long as you admit that you pooed your pants.
No, actually, no, I didn't. Nope, I'm a civilized bugbear. I wear pants. I don't poo in them. I'm
That's
house
not
trained.
Are you suggesting that somebody else shit in your pants?
crazy.
Nope. I think I sat in something. Actually, is what happened. By
Your
accident.
own-
Somebody else's poop, maybe.
I think that's equally as bad that you sat in
Yeah, that's-
somebody else. Ew.
As you
telling
guys-
everybody.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see an incredibly large purple flash from underneath Lance's door.
We're here
Oh,
for a
shit,
reason. We should
right.
probably deal with that.
Sorry, I'm just
Um,
so used to bullying people.
He's-
Oh my god.
So about those pants, for some reason I can't get the door open. Can you like slide them under the crack?
No, I lied about having pants. I would give you nothing.
Why are you so mean?
Here, we're gonna go find pants for you, okay? We'll be back.
Okay, I'll wait. There's no exit to this room, so until you come back, I'm kind of stuck here.
Good.
Good to know, thanks.
Can you tell Lance that I'm stuck in here, please?
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna go across to Lance's door. I'm just gonna fling it open and go, honey, we're home!
Well, that's a mood.
You fling it open, and you see a man. He looks like a normal dude. He's got short brown hair. He is wearing, like, wizard robes that are a light tan color. He's holding a crystal lance in his hands, but then you see that it's actually a crystal bong in the shape of a lance. And he's just taking a really big rip out of it. You see, standing beside him is just a guy. He's got some sunglasses on. He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow beard. He's wearing a Transformers t-shirt and gray sweatpants. And he's got a pair of like slippers on, where it covers the toes, but the backs are flippy floppy.
I think that's Kevin. I've never seen anybody that matches the description of Kevin more than that.
He also has a backwards beanie on, and he looks over at you guys and he goes,
I'm sorry, a backwards beanie?
sorry, not a backwards beanie, like a floppy beanie. Kevin's the one who says "saw, dude," and then Crystal Lance goes, "Aw,
Saw.
dude." So one is just
Aw,
it's the
dude.
same voice, one's just deeper. And when they look at you, you see that Lance has extremely red eyes. Kevin takes the Crystal Lance and just takes a huge rip, and then he goes, "Ha ha ha ha, dude."
I'm so disgusted.
What, by their fashion choices?
Yes, by everything in this room.
Yep, you see it looks like it should be a wizard's laboratory, but everything is weed themed.
No.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Just bongs lining all of the walls. Little jars of different shapes and sizes are all filled with marijuana. And he's like, "Oh, are you like the three, dude? Oh my god, it's like the dude, it's the three, Kevin! Look, it's the three! Dude, that's so, like, righteous. Fuck.
I hate this guy.
Bro, do you guys want some, like, weed, dude? You wanna, like, chill out? You wanna relax, dude?
Yeah, get.
That is
Like,
what you do
get
with
rid
it,
of it.
Michelle. I don't know if you're
No,
familiar. Like,
like,
that is the
wait.
process.
I can send it to a different dimension. Okay, I'll do that then.
What? No, I grew this myself.
I don't want
Dude.
you. I want you.
Well, now that I've summoned my bro Kevin back, like, yeah, our plan was to, like, go, dude.
Okay, fine.
We're gonna go open up, like, a dispensary in Always Summer. Dude.
You're not gonna ruin my town with that vile crap.
What, dude? Why are you harshing my mellow, dude? Why are you being so fucking, like, strange?
I have an image to uphold, okay? I cannot have my statue being in a town that has a weed dispensary.
That's where our home is.
Dude. Wait, where's your home, dude? Where is it? Like, what road?
Again, as previously
No.
stated, we have many properties. We are successful business people.
The one in Always Summer. Like, which road in Always Summer, dude?
Wait, why are you asking? I don't like this.
Yeah, we are, I'm like, no.
Dude, I was just gonna say that I was gonna give you a gift. Fuck, dude.
Keep in mind,
I feel like
you have
we're
a level
fishing here.
fireball in a gray bead still in your pocket.
What do you do, sorry?
No, I was just reminding Rune that he has a level 5 fireball that I gave to him in a gray bead that he can use at any point in time that he wants to.
Can I do something? It's like, wait, I would like to do a deception, be like, shit, dog. Do you know about this new way of smoking weed? And I hand him the bead. It's like it's called the bubble. If you put this in your bong, it's gonna get you so big.
You hand him the fireball infused the bead. Can you roll your deception check?
20.
Okay, let me roll his insight. He has a +9. I got a 12 plus 9. So he actually just beats it. Fire beat, man? Like, come on, dude. Man, he just slips his bead into his pocket. He's like, listen.
It won't work if he uses it.
That's fine. He's just pocketing it, so it's away from you guys.
Well, that was a waste of that then.
Listen, dudes, I was trying to, like, just, get you guys to stay away because y'all are posers and, like, uphold the law and shit. But, like, maybe we could work out some kind of deal. Like, hey, I'm a powerful mage, and I could teach y'all a new spell if you want.
Sounds great.
If you guys, like, turn a blind eye and just let us leave, like, I'm willing to do that for you.
Group huddle, real quick. We should probably find out what it is that they're planning to do. And new spells are of interest to me, but there is a threshold, and I do not like this guy. So,
like, to be clear, I'm fucking with him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, like, give him what he wants.
Oh, I thought we were actually entertained.
Okay.
Spells are of interest to me. It's
sorry for not clarifying. It sucks that
I'm totally fine with absolutely. I was hoping we were just gonna incinerate him immediately with my trickery, but that obviously didn't happen.
I mean, okay.
You guys just have a little aside directly in front of him. He's high as fuck, so he doesn't give a shit.
Kev, what's the spell?
It's called Kevin's Finger of Death.
Oh my god.
You want to know how to cast, like, Kevin's Finger of Death, dude? So cool.
I don't want your fingers anywhere near us, but...
Oh, that's not
I swear to God, if he asked me to pull his finger, I'm just gonna rip it off.
Nah, dude.
Can you point it at somebody who isn't us and show us what it does? Like, that sounds so aggressive.
Sure, dude, for sure.
That's so cool. Just, like, not the three of us, but, like, somebody else. Like, that'd be so cool and cute.
Kevin points at Lance Cristal, and you see a beam of purple energy shoots at Lance and hits him. And Lance goes, "Oh, dude, oh, what tangled?" And then Kevin, not other Kevin. Suddenly, no, Kevin goes, "Now just tell him a joke and watch what happens."
Wow.
Knock, knock.
Kevin goes, "Who's there?"
Interrupting cow.
And then you see he's about to laugh, and then he just goes, "I'm dead." He goes, "I can't laugh? Dude, what kind of spell is this? I'm dead." Wait,
God,
so instead of laughing, I just say I'm dead, dude? I'm dead.
This is the worst spell.
Hi? So I just want to laugh a lot? But every time I feel like laughing, I just say I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. And Kevin's like,
okay.
So like it makes, if you're gonna laugh, it makes you say I'm dead instead. It's a great spell.
Where are we right now?
I don't know.
I feel like I just entered a place that I don't know where I am.
Alright, listen, y'all are harsh and mellow a whole bunch, so me and my homie are gonna dip.
No, I don't.
You.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna.
Kevin, you
this is a terrible spell. You're terrible. I hate interacting with you.
Kevin,
we've decided you no longer.
Because of you.
Kevin just reaches
not
out.
Me.
Kevin just reaches out and touches Lance and casts plane shift. Do you have anything to stop it?
Counterspell. Straight up.
All right, let's all roll initiative after this interaction goes off. It is a 7th level spell, so you have to roll a 17 or higher. Does it say what? Is it concentration for counterspell?
No, it's just it's a reaction.
Yeah, but what type of roll do you have to do?
Your spellcasting ability. It's a D20 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, cool.
So that's a +5 for me.
Cool.
So I'm just gonna roll here.
Roll a 12 or higher.
That's a 12.
Sweet. You see Kevin and gets stuck to this plane.
Okay,
let's roll initiative, and we will see what happens. We've got Lance the Acolyte, and we've got Kevin the Lich. Yeah, the chanting that you heard, and like the bubbling and all that, was him being summoned. So the fact that you went and talked to a bugbear about shitting his pants for a solid 3 minutes is why he got summoned. Just FYI, I was fully not expecting Kevin to even make an appearance.
17.
It's on 17.
Also 17.
I got a 23.
Michelle 23, Rune 17. Who has the higher dexterity out of the two of you?
Yeah, probably the monk.
Right.
That's...
Okay, I'll bump you up to an 18 then. Michelle, you kick off initiative. I'll say you guys are right inside the door, and they're about 15 feet inside the room in the center of the room. Crystal Lance is holding his crystal lance. Kevin is Kevin. They're both within 5 feet of each other. What do you want to do?
Does he look dexterous to me?
Kevin or
It's a
Lance?
question.
Kevin.
Kevin looks fairly skinny. Yeah.
That has
He's
nothing to do
all
with
skin and bones.
dexterity.
Sorry?
I don't think that has anything to do with dexterity.
I mean, he looks like he can probably move quick, but he's also high as fuck right now.
Okay. In that case, can Kevin please make a dexterity saving throw?
For sure. He gets a dirty 20. I rolled a 17 on the dice there.
Okay. So he takes half as much damage then for my lightning bolt,
Ooh.
which is 12d6.
That is so many.
Yes,
Hold
my
it.
computer is really slow right now because of all the dice.
You see Michelle stands forward and starts charging what looks like a fucking Kamehameha. Lightning is like
it's
flickering everywhere.
44 damage.
44. This lightning bolt
44.
shoots out. You see it hits Kevin in the chest, and you see like his body electrocutes, and you see that he doesn't have a heart. And he goes, "Ow, dude, why? Like, that's just uncalled for."
God, I was resuscitating you.
I'm
You just
fucking...
look gnarly.
I'm undead, dude. Like, do you know how hard it is to smoke weed when you can't breathe? Dude. Bisan.
Would you mind actually doing Ruin's turn first? I'm just trying to figure something out for...
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, Ruin.
This might be a bit of a weird turn.
Define weird with this fucking campaign. Okay, a perfectly normal turn.
I'm gonna cast Shatter specifically on their bong.
The bong fails.
Are they within? It's yeah. It's good. I'm gonna destroy that bong. Both within 10 feet of each other.
Well, yeah, they're within 5 feet of each other.
I'm gonna cast Shatter. At level.
They both
Whatever,
fail
level
this
one.
roll.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna roll the damage. Oh jeez. Many dice.
Oh, no.
19.
19.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Kevin takes the damage. His crystal lance explodes in his hands. How do you kill him?
Oh, dude, party foul! And the bong explodes, and a shard of it, like the actual like the bit with the weed in it, lodges in his brain, and he just falls over dead.
He looks at you just before he falls over, and he goes, "I'm dead, dude." Falls over.
Very good. That's very good.
And Kevin goes, "Kill him, dude. Why does it smell like shit's coming from the hallway?"
But yeah, one of your henchmen shit himself.
Really did. He pooed the bugbear one. He pooed his pants. He probably brought back the movement for like all bugbears to enter society.
Regina appears from under your cloak. Does this specter just follow you around infinitely until they die?
I think yes. Hold on one second.
Create an army if you go around killing commoners, dude. That's
One
fucked.
creature.
I shouldn't have
really
said that. I
fucked.
don't want to give him ideas.
Why would ever do that?
But I mean, we don't kill people in general like that much.
It remains until the end of my next long rest.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You only have to do mass murder a couple times, like a day.
You know, just go kill a village, then take your undead army with you to wherever you want to go.
Obviously, it's ad hoc. Like that, the first unfortunate individual that crosses us is going to spend the next 8 to 12 hours as my slave, and that's the their punishment for making poor decisions. Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
All right, Anna appears from out of your Vanta Black cloak, which strangely has not gotten a speck of dust on it this entire time. What would you like to do?
So I'm just gonna send my dude over there. Chris, get him. Or Regina, get him.
He doesn't answer to Chris, but when you say Regina, he goes. He likes his new name better.
I didn't mean to dead name Chris. Dead.
Yeah, I didn't mean to dead name him by dead name instantly when I said I didn't mean to dead name him. Regina shakes his head disapprovingly at you.
Listen, I said I was sorry. I didn't, but it's get him.
He shrugs and looks away and floats off towards Kevin. Roll the hit, I guess.
So I'm gonna roll d20 here. 18 plus 9, that's 27.
Yeah, that hits. Poor Kevin.
3d6, 2, that's 8. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And make a DC 10 Constitution save, please. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be useless.
All of that damage is necrotic, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. His hit point maximum is reduced by 4
Oh,
because he's only taking 4 damage because he's resistant to necrotic. Okay.
that's my.
Bisan, you held your turn. What would you like to do for yours?
I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at 9th level.
Holy Jesus, motherfuck.
Also, before I do that, can I just that everybody is out of the way of the cone?
Yep. We'll,
Okay,
we'll
that's
say
why I
that
was asking.
you angle it so it doesn't hit Regina. That's fine.
Okay, fantastic. This is gonna be insane.
Jesus Christ. Dex save, right? That's a fail. I got a 10.
Okay. It's still loading. That's 43.
43? 43?
Yeah. 40.
Let me just check his resistances for a second.
It's
Nope.
fire damage.
That's 43 fucking damage. You step forward, your hands exploding fire. You hear the sounds of glass jars shattering. All of the weed in the room instantly goes up in flame, and all of the smoke begins to filter around you guys. Can all 3 of you give me Constitution saving throws?
Oh, shh.
For
Oh,
sure.
boy.
Advantage on Constitution.
Con
saving
save.
throws.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's based on the Lich's spell save DC.
That's an 11.
21.
Right back.
Okay, what'd you get, Michelle?
I got a 7.
You got a 7
But-
with advantage?
But I did, yeah. But, however, I can use Chronal Shift to just reroll.
Amazing. Yep.
Anyways, I got a 16.
Michelle and Ruin, because you both failed the Constitution saving throw, you
No.
both feel your eyes going a little bit of like squintiness. Everything seems a little funnier. You're
Oh,
you're
shit.
feeling a little paranoid. You also want to
Aw.
laugh a lot.
Saw.
You're both very high, and I want you to do your best dude voices while you're extremely high on this special
You-
brand of marijuana.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good right now. I don't know if I want to being a servant of the Dark Lady is kind of a lot. I mean,
We've been
it's
fighting, dude. Like,
I think because I have like an inexplicable urge to do violent things all the time.
bro,
well, that's a
you need
mood, bud.
Come over to my display. I'll give you like a prescription for that, dude. You just need to
Nah,
chill.
I'm good. I think I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. It made me like red.
Fuck. All right, I guess. Bisan, is there any bonus actions you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
What the fuck does Kevin want to do? God damn it. Kevin is going to... He already used his plane shift, and he used his power word Kevin, which I think is much...
Kevin. Imagine pointing and saying Kevin.
which is much better than Kevin's finger of death. It is now just power word Kevin.
Dead, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm dead. Fuck. I want to make this so that it's actually funny.
So
I don't want to
stupid.
do regular shit. He's gonna cast Acid Arrow at Bisan.
Shit,
He's
okay.
like, dude, I don't think you're feeling the vibe. So this is an actual acid tipped arrow. Like, dude, we're gonna branch out into other drugs, dude.
Are we gonna be tripping, bud?
He gets a 15 plus 12 to hit,
God. Yeah, that hits. I'm trying to see.
and this is cast at 2nd level.
Okay.
What?
Dude, he's gotta join the party too, dude.
Can I deflect? Deflect missiles? Would that work for this? With a
You know
monk
what?
weapon?
I will let you do it because it does say a shimmering green arrow, and then it is a ranged attack. I think that makes sense. So you grab this acid arrow and throw it back at Kevin because it was only going to do 4 damage.
Yep. That is what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Do you re-roll to see if it hits him?
Sure.
I think that's how deflect missile works when you stop it dead and throw it back.
Yes. Okay. Deflect missile attack. That's 30.
I feel like because they're grabbing acid out of the air, it feels like they should probably take at least some damage from.
No. This isn't acid. This is acid.
No, I got that.
Yeah, so it's not, it needs to enter the bloodstream. This is enter the bloodstream acid, not ouch my skin acid.
That's not how acid works, but okay.
I don't, listen, Kevin's the drug expert, not me, okay? Sorry, how much was the damage
Sweet,
that it
okay.
was, Elio? 10, you said?
10.
Cool. So you throw 10 acid damage back at this guy, and you see him go, oh, dude, that's not good. That's really not good. I'm gonna start seeing shit, dude. Why are your eyes glowing?
Better you than me, motherfucker.
Michelle, it's your turn. Kevin's like stumbling around a little bit. His eyes are red. You see where the arrow pierced his skin. There's like green veins coming from it. And you see his eyes dilate and everything. His entire eye turns black from the dilation. And he's just like, dude. What do you want to do, Michelle?
Can he please do a wisdom saving throw? It doesn't matter what he gets.
It does.
Such
What
a flat.
Holy fuck. Yeah, well, he gets a 14.
It's incredible.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to use that.
There's
It's
so
okay.
much menace in the way you said that. It doesn't matter.
What are we using?
Do a roll for my amusement. It doesn't matter.
We're using true polymorph?
Yeah,
What are you changing him into?
I'm changing him into it can be any creature, like any non-magical creature, or one creature or non-magical object.
Yep.
Yep. Could I turn him into a really tiny, fluffy white bunny rabbit? And he's gonna be like this for an hour.
I'm pretty sure if you do not break concentration for this hour, he will stay a rabbit. I'm pretty sure that's in the spell. Yep.
Are we out of initiative right now?
The second he
Is he
turns
the
into a
rabbit now?
tiny bunny rabbit, yes. He instantly shrinks down to size and he's like, ha, dude, I'm a little bunny. Look at my tail.
Is the bunny high on acid?
Well, the bunny is so fucking toasted.
So for an hour, would anyone like to come into a force cage with me
I'm sorry? A what?
so we don't lose concentration?
What did you ask us to do?
A force cage.
That sounds
Force
kinky. Do we want to
cage.
come into a
Oh.
force cage? That sounds
I
weird.
mean, it's a Saturday night. Like, come on, like, it's fine.
So you just bought us an hour of just chilling. That'll give us some time for this high to wear off. It doesn't affect me well. I get real anxious.
Okay, so you guys are standing in
do
this room filled with fire and smoke. All of a sudden, a force cage springs up, pushing all of the smoke away. You two
Yeah.
are still completely baked. Bisan, you are trapped in there with an incredibly high Michelle, an incredibly high Ruin, and a tiny little rabbit that's also incredibly high on acid. And for the next hour, you are stuck in there with them. So before we
all right.
end the session, 30 minutes pass. What are you guys talking about and what's happening? It's been 30 minutes.
My fingers feel so weird, man.
Like, dude, can you not just like get me out of here, man? I'm just a rabbit.
We're good.
So I'm going to talk to Kevin. Say, okay, so you can understand us.
Yeah, dude.
Why are you? What were you and Crystal Lance planning?
We just wanted to make a weed dispensary, man. Why do I sound like the meatball from Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
You do? Oh my god!
Come on, man. We just wanted to start a weed dispensary, man. It was gonna be a good time.
Man, I'm addicted to cock. He's slurping on.
I'm a fucking talking rabbit. I don't think I should be able to talk, but I just fuck on acid, man. Goddamn.
Oh, wait. Hey. As a rabbit, I don't know if you know this, Kevin. Kevin.
You're
Real
not-
talk.
You're not acting
right
very
now.
high.
I don't know if you know this, but rabbits obligate coprophages. So the next time you take a shit, have fun with that.
Means, man, but I got one brewing.
You're gonna have an overpowering urge to eat your own poo, which is deeply upsetting. But
Shit.
yeah.
And that's where we'll end the session before we get into the semantics about what Michelle does when she poops. What? Huh? Where? When? We'll never know. It's just a secret. But I will say that I don't think there's any bathrooms at your mansion. It's strange.
She doesn't have bathrooms in the mansion.
Hello, my dumplings. Thank you for watching the Dump Stat. We stream the first and third Wednesday of the month live on Twitch, so make sure you're following our Twitch channel, dragon_teacup, to watch those, as well as occasional other D&D content, or hang out while I play some games. We do have special channel redeems where you can influence the campaign in strange and mysterious ways. We definitely appreciate if you share it around with family and friends. We now have all of our links easily found on linktr.ee/the Dumpstat. Daphlina is almost at its finale live. We are in the process of planning its final date, but we are eyeing May 29th or 30th or mid-June. Stay tuned. And I say maybe because there's a potential it will take 2 episodes to finish. Also, Valboro will be filming its episode 12 on June 4th, and very cool, we are going to be kicking off Oops only on June 18th. The world has been named Tabula Rasa, and we are starting in prehistoric times with Oops only barbarians. We have a special guest for our 4th player in line, and it's already shaping up to be a wacky time based on the Session 0 we just had. If you like the style of D&D we do and want to get more involved, make sure you ask for the Discord and the stream chat. We are more than welcome to newcomers and have a little community growing on there. And don't forget to stay dumpy.